Hi, how you do? Welcome again to Island Hopping Sports. Um, well, there are certain things that I am legit. Are I have the right to talk about. Yes, and one of them is Mount Pleasant. You see, as a youth who grew up in St. Ann and run up and down behind football, was involved in the process of football, coach a youth team, and won in St. Ann. Being around St. Ann football from Volvo, Brazil, Windsor, Benfica, the same Limal. Um, most of the teams, them. You have some new teams who come up in center now, like Runnerby and Salem and Mount Edgecombe and so on. We talk about team, Black Stars and the original Black who are represented and so on. You have the right to talk about Mount Pleasant. Yeah, man. That piece of property that Mount Pleasant is, and we usually go down, they go run up and down at you. So me have the right. When I heard about St. Ann football, I'm excited at the project of Mount Pleasant, and also I'm scared. You see some things, some decisions that are being made at Mount Pleasant. Sometimes you have to question it. Yeah? One of them when they fire TAPPA with me. What you fire TAPPA for? Nothing. You fire TAPPA so you're going in a direction where you're gonna use the academy players. Right? So the world was looking, and the match that you played against Cavalier in the CONCACAF. This week in CONCACAF, you play Cavalier. So the world was looking to see why these academy players who's gonna step up. Lo and behold, there wasn't even one academic player on the field. There wasn't one, not even one academic player. Same old story. Same old story. And then the way you play Cavalier, right? I watch all of the match. I said to myself, if Mount Pleasant is going to go into the Premier League season playing this way, every team gonna beat them. And I'll be honest with that. Cavalier was running rings around Mount Pleasant. Soapy, and I don't want to call players' name. Maybe he should got the red card in the first half. It was that bad, right? It was that bad. I'll be honest with you. As a matter of fact, 4 changes were made in the 43rd minute. How many minutes left to halftime? Listen to me, You have halftime there, And the coach make 4 changes in the 43rd minute. Go back, go watch him. I said to myself, no, no. If this is where we're going, we're gonna be in problem. And I said, because once it comes from St. Ann, I'm a part of it. And lo and behold, news break that Mount Pleasant is going back for TAPPA Whitmore. Is going back for Theodore Whitmore. They should have never lost Theodore Whitmore. As a matter of fact, they are lucky that TAPPA Whitmore didn't join another Premier League club. He was going into schoolboy football. But I get it from good source that good sense prevail, and TAPPA Whitmore is on his way back to Mount Pleasant. My message to TAPPA Whitmore though is always be careful. And I tell you, TAPPA Whitmore, you may have signed the contract already and on your way. But be honest with you, if I was going back, if I was in your shoe and going back to Mount Pleasant, I wouldn't work with some people. Honest with you. I would, before I go back, I would have some conditions that, listen, such person have to be removed. This is what I want in place. TAPPA Whitmore, you can make your demand now. You didn't fail. You didn't fail. And to come in the first season and you won the Premier League, and the next season you lost by penalties. You didn't fail. You should have got. You should. The club should give you your right to go in CONCACAF because you earned it. But as I said, it's from good source that Tappa Whitmore is back at Mount Pleasant, and there are things tied up, contract and so on, and you will see him. My question is, who's gonna be his assistant since Davian Ferguson have moved on to Portmore? And talking about that, this year Premier League, the National Premier League in Jamaica, Football Premier League, will be one of the most competitive seasons. It will be one of the most competitive seasons, right? That is why I said, if Mount Pleasant had gone in the direction that they were planning to go, I would see problem down the road. You see, you have Portmore with Davy and Fergie, right? You have Dumby Olen with the coach that was at Portmore last year. You have Humble Lion with Dookie. And say, what you want to say about Dookie? Dookie know the league. Dookie is gonna go down into the quarterfinal or semi-final. I'm telling you. You have Montego Bay United with an Argentine, and not only the coach, Montego Bay United is stacked with players, I don't know. I don't know if you notice the caliber of players that they are taking in, right? Montego Bay United is stacked. You have Cavalier over there, and he did not say anything about Cavalier. We all know, and we saw how they did with Mount Pleasant. You have Arnett, who did well in the CONCACAF and come through the rounds now and is playing with the big boys. Arnett is well polished and ready, right? You have the Tivoli. You have Veer United with the new project and Lenny High down there. So this year, Premier League is gonna be very, very, very competitive. You can't forget the run that Mullines made last year. Chapelton Maroons is up there with Bigger. Huh? You can't, listen, it's gonna be a very competitive year. I'm telling you. Racing United coming in. So Mount Pleasant is the standard club of Jamaica in terms of how they go about their business, setting up and all of that. Mount Pleasant should be. You can't be Mount Pleasant. Like, I'm not saying teams can't be teams, but when you see the way how they play Cavalier, trust me. I sat there and I was very disappointed. Sometimes it's not the beating, sometimes it's not but it's just the ball game. Cavalier was comfortable, very, very comfortable. If you go back and look at the stats, you can ask yourself, how many shots did Mount Pleasant took? Even Bailey, the outstanding player for Mount Pleasant last year, Bailey, he came out before halftime. Coach took him off. He wasn't in the game. Daniel Green, one outstanding player from Mount Pleasant, he tried, but he wasn't in the game. The multi-million-dollar man who is coming in, Alex Marshall. Marshall was there. As a matter of fact, the outstanding Brazilian from Mobe United, who Mount Pleasant took now, he wasn't in the game. I mean, it was just chaos. So Tappa Whitmore should bring something. And Tappa, go in there and do your thing, bro. The people in Fenton love you. One thing with Fenton people, and I can say this: if the coach is doing a good job, then embrace him. If the coach is not, they'll tell him to go. And Fenton people weren't comfortable that Tappa was going. They embraced Tappa and they saw that Tappa did something for the parish and for the club. Welcome back, Tappa Whitmore. Watch your back. We talk. Hip hip. Hooray. Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant for life. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.